Hello again, welcome in this second Patent Pulse tutorial video. So let's log in first. In this video we will see how to refine patent searches and how to interact with patents. So let's start with a simple patent search. So I will work on the two US database, US published and US granted patents. And I will use this time the guided search here, and I will search now lateral and airbag into the title or the abstract. Okay, let's go. Okay, now you can see the results. We have here almost 400 families. First of all, just to remember it, we are going to save the search. So it's very easy. You go on the little floppy disk, item 1, save patent pulse query here, and let's go. We will create a new folder called airbag. Okay, update it here, and I save the query into the folder. Okay, that's fine. So now it is where we left on the first video. If you want to know more on how to create searches, how to access to the patent information, please try to connect to the first video. So now we have a search. We have almost 400 families. We want to read all those patents. So we need this column here on the right, the filter. The filter, you will create subqueries into your main query. So first thing to do, very easy, you can enter here one keyword. For instance, I will enter polyurethane and I apply the filter. So now here in the main screen, I will have one query with lateral and airbag into the title or the abstract and the keyword polyurethane. And now I have only 8 families as a result. I can clear here the filter and do another research with the filter. What I can do is to use here this menu here. The Patent Pulse has automatically done some analysis of the content of my 400 here families. For instance, I can here click on the applicants menu and I have the complete list of all the applicants that have been found into the 400 families. So for instance, if I want just to access to Ford Global Technology patents, I double click on it. Ford Technology here is now into the filter box and I can just click on apply to access only to the Ford Global Technology patents into my main query lateral and airbag. So here you see that I have only 5 families. I can do it on here on the I can use the filter on the applicants. I can use the filter into the for the technologies as well. So I close the applicant menu. I will try and will now work on the cooperative patent classification here, and I can choose one or more cooperative patent classification codes here. For instance, we're going to take this one, this one, this one. Each time I double click on one code, the code is transferred into the filter box. here, and now I can apply here these codes to my main search. So you see that here on my main screen I have the search, lateral and airbag into the title or the abstract, and these three classification codes. So here I have all the interesting patterns that I have found with these codes. I will quickly create here a list of patterns. I choose 5 of them or more. I can select more as I want. Here, quickly go on the floppy disk. Item 2, save patent in the patent pools list. And now airbag and technology 1. Okay, I save my list. Okay, I got the list. So now we have seen how to filter the patents into one big search, and now we will see how to interact with the patents. Okay, I have a list of 8 patents here. If I want to put some new information on the patents, I can very simply click on the title. I go here. Here you see that under the title and the patent number, you have here an empty zone. So here into this empty zone, I have 3 ways to interact with the patents. First, I can put here a little flag on each patent. I have here, I can choose one of those. For instance, here, this one. Then I can write a comment. For instance, my comment of the day. And so here you see the little flag, the comment is highlighted, and then I can add some new tags, kind of keywords that I can add to this patent. So for instance, interesting, frontal airbag is interesting. So here, this is a high value patent, for instance, and this is for a vehicle. So I can add all the tags I want. Here you see that now when I look at the patent on the list, you can find the little flag, here the highlighted comment icon, and here the free tags. I can do it for another one. This one, for instance, I will choose another flag here, and I just write high value. Like this. So this is the way we have to interact with the patents. Of course, now coming back to the filter, here you see that I have another box. This second box will allow to filter with the user information. So for instance, if I want just to select the patents with the high value tag, I start right high value. Okay, and now the patents are filtered with the high value tag. So very easy to put information on the patents and to find this information in order to sort the patents in different ways. So now you see that you can filter your main searches and add information to the patents. One more interesting thing is that you can now put an alert. for instance, here on this search, lateral and airbag, you see that there are always new patents appearing. So what I want to do is to be alerted when new patents are coming and are matching my main search. So it's very easy. I just have to click here on the calendar icon here, and I will activate. For me, I can as well activate for other users of my account. I activate the alert and I save it. You see now I have a little clock here on the icon. All this means that I will receive automatically an email each time new patent will match my main search. So it is very easy to create new searches, to put an alert, and to receive automatically emails when new patents are coming. One more thing, very interesting thing, to interact with the patents. In Patent Pulse, you can share information with other users. So if I want to share information with users, I can share here the content of my folders. So I can here go on the share icon. I click on it. I have here the list of all the users with which I can share information. And for instance, I can choose Bruno here and give a full access, read, write, delete, to my folder, and I save it. So this means that now Bruno will see below its personal folder a new shared folder called airbag with here all the content on my airbag folder. Of course, he will see as well all the comments here, all the icons, all the tag and the flags, and he can change them, he can delete them, add new ones. So this is a very interesting way to interact together on the patents of this folder. So thank you for your attention, and see you in another Patent Pulse video.